current internet connection sucks.
Yeah.
But I believe that Aerēz can make it better. When your internet connection is slow or misbehaving, do you know what's going on? Is the internet slow, or is it your service provider? Does the modem with the flashy blinky lights have a problem and need to be rebooted? That's where we usually start, right? Is the internet working or is it broken? If you've got kids, what are the kids doing online? Is something misbehaving in your home network that you don't know about? Speaking of kids, I want to take you back to how Aerēz got started. And it goes back to about a year ago. I woke up and I found my son playing video games, and he was playing an online game called League of Legends on his computer. And the problem was it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was also a school day. So it was at that point that I realized I need to get some parental controls, and I wanted something that was centralized. I could use one app and cover all my devices. I didn't want one thing for the Xbox and a different thing for the PC, and a different thing for the laptop and the tablets and the phones. I also wanted something that gave me visibility into what's going on the network. And so, being a network engineer for the last dozen years, I knew that I could create something that would allow me to support and that I could design for tens of thousands of customers to be able to use. So we began putting a team together, and we built this product called Aerēz. So what is Aerēz? Well, Aerēz is a smartphone app with a companion router that uses the cloud to turn this into an advanced remote control for your home network. Aerēz is smarter internet. Aerēz leverages the cloud and custom algorithms to ensure that all your devices play nicely together on the network. It makes sure that when one device wants to use the whole internet and other devices come on the network, that they do it in a shared way, a balanced way, instead of allowing just one device to consume everything. So we built Aerēz to get control of bedtime, and our first feature was bedtime blocker. And after using bedtime blocker in our own home for a while, we found an amazing scenario happen. What used to be an argument at bedtime, and hey, can I get 5 more minutes, Dad? Oh, can I just finish this show? It really turned into the internet just shuts off for that device. And so our kids just started putting their device down and knowing it's time to go brush their teeth, which was really cool for us. It no longer was a struggle between the parent and the kid. It became about just the device is done. So we were really excited about this thing that we built. So we started talking to our family and our friends, and over time, some of them started getting very interested and wanted to try it out. So we handed it to one of our friends that's decided, hey, I also need help here because I work from home, and I don't know what it is, but it gets slow all the time. What we found was that the Xbox on the network was consuming all the bandwidth and hogging it. And so the work from home laptop was not behaving well, and it was getting starved for bandwidth. So we designed a solution that takes an advanced quality of service and bandwidth controls engine, and it allows all the devices to play nicely and get equal shared bandwidth regardless of how many devices are on the network. So we went from a scenario where that laptop was starved to a scenario where everybody in the house is able to get the bandwidth they need for their devices to work properly and be happy. Another problem that was presented to us from one of our trial users was that every time the sister would come home, the brother noticed his video games would lag out and would get disconnected. He was very frustrated with it. So again, with this quality of service engine that we put in, that's now a core feature to the service, what was happening was that her iPhone would automatically connect to the Wi-Fi network. And as soon as it would connect to the Wi-Fi network, it would upload all her selfies she took that day to the cloud. Well, obviously that device starves out the other devices on the network, but that doesn't happen anymore. Did I mention that you can pause the internet with just a touch of a button? With Aerēz, one of the things that we really like is the ability to pause the internet. And we've heard from our other users that pausing the internet is one of our great features. So in the past, it's been a chore for both the parents and the kids to get chores done. You know, again, there's that struggle. Hey, I don't want to put this down and go sweep the floor or take care of the dishes. And now, with the ability to just a couple seconds swipe and pause the internet, either for one device or for all of a kid's devices, or for the whole house, really enables you to get that face-to-face time back. So where are we at with Aerēz? Well, we started building Aerēz and we built our prototype and we shared that with our friends and family. So we have some trial users that are privately using it now, but we need to take this to the marketplace. So our next steps are to build our next generation of user interface that's super easy to use. I didn't mention before, but you know, that quality of service and bandwidth. There's solutions out there that do that today, but some of them are pretty technical. With our solution, all you do is say, this laptop is an adult's device, and this iPhone is a kid's device, and this Xbox is a streaming device. And it works everything else out for you under the hood. So we're working on our marketing campaign and our website to support our beta launch. We'd like to go to beta next month, and we'd like that to run until September. After that, we'd like to get our Kickstarter campaign to help fund the features and enhancements that we discover during the beta process. And then finally, we'd like to go public and have our launch before the end of the year for general availability. Again, I'd like to say thank you. I appreciate everyone's time today, and more than anything, we value your feedback. So if you'd like to drop us a line, please come talk to us after the show. Q&A, visit our website. One thing to note is that we're going through a branding change. So the new name for the product is Aerēz. The old name for the product was Networked Family. During trademark, we discovered that we better come up with something a little more unique. So I hope you'll take the time to drop us a line, either in person or take a business card or